It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will put total leather to crank us up. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running behind that left side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Finds the big tight end, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Seminoles in the hurry up. They'll go right back to the run. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense set on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's McCoy. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Knocked off his feet. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quick catch on third down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. second down here as they go back to work after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Volunteers! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. He wants to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. To the 15. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 17 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. But this guy can make some plays.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Nimrod. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown ball.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Gibson. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll go with a direct snap. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this up.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
He's taking the shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
A third and long coming up here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a big day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Steps away to find some room. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Nimrod. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack.
Brings up second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Florida State 49, Tennessee 14.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On the option. At the 45, on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Running through contact. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
49, Tennessee, 21.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Looking deep. Snatches it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They think there's room to run to the right here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Just steamrolling his way through. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short-yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week.
Touchdown, Knowles! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
2nd and 10 here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking left. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Knowles have pushed it inside the 20. Snap it to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Pulls his way forward. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Knowles want to move quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is
touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the...